You co-founded MongoDB. Before that, you co-founded ShopWiki. This is not your first rodeo. What's the problem that you identified that Viam would solve?
Thanks for having us, Tim. So the problem that I was focused on after I left MongoDB was all about physical devices in the real world. Right? We all live in the real world. We all want to have the real world be better for us in whatever way. And so we built Viam to be an engineering platform for physical devices. Right? And that's from air conditioners in your house to robots on a factory floor. Right, it's all about making it easier to build these products. Right? You need a lot of different engineering talents to make that happen, from software engineers to mechanical engineers to AI engineers. So how do you make a platform that makes it 10 times easier to bring these products to life?
Okay, so let's get to this UBS partnership. The idea is you're watching an Islanders game, you got to use the restroom. You can tell by opening the Islanders app where to go and how long it'll take.
Exactly. Right? The Islanders ownership, and John Ledecky, who we partnered with, are all about fan experience. Right? How do you have the experience of going to an Islanders game, going to any event at UBS Arena, be as great as possible? And so, one of the biggest problems with going to a game is, when do I go to the bathroom? Do you have to wait in line? And so you can open up the Islanders app and see immediately which bathrooms have the shortest line, if there's a line right now, and so you can know when to go, where to go, and make that part of the experience much better.
What's the hardware that has to be installed at UBS Arena in order to make this happen?
Right. So one of the great things we were able to do was actually add almost no hardware. Right? We were able to add this to the existing security cameras that they already had in place, just monitoring for security and safety around the arena. And so we're able to tap into the existing cameras and just look at those cameras and determine what the line was for the bathrooms.
So what's the tech layer there?
So the entire tech layer is the existing security cameras and then just Viam outside of that. Right? So Viam is tapping into those existing cameras, looking at those feeds in real time, doing AI actually in the arena itself, and then pushing that data to the Islanders app.
Okay, let's talk fundraising here. You've raised just shy of $90 million at this point. How long does that runway give you? When do you need to raise more money?
We're always talking to investors about raising more money. One of the things about Viam is we're not a lacking ambition company, right? We're thinking about everything from in your house, again, to arenas, lots of things we want to do about fan experience in lots of arenas, but then also everything to cleaning oceans. And so we will be raising more money, and we're doing a lot of interesting projects all over the place.
Are you actively raising money at this point? Like, are you out there talking to investors right now?
I mean, I talk to investors probably every week.
Are you getting incoming though? Are they saying, hey, we want to give you money? Is that the environment out there? Plus, you have a strong track record too.
Right, and there's a lot of interest in physical devices, physical world, and AI. Right, and we're taking a pretty unique approach, and we're really focused on short-term wins and how do people make practical things better on an everyday basis.
What do you envision for the home? That really intrigues me. What's in your perfect world do you imagine happening with Viam in the home?
I think a lot of people have something in their house that is somewhat smart, right? Maybe it's an air conditioning system that's supposed to adjust the temperatures, or lights that are supposed to be smart, or even just devices that aren't smart, like an old air conditioner. Most of those aren't very smart and really aren't great user experiences. Right? The number of people who've come to me and said, yeah, my air conditioner broke down in August. I'm like, why did that happen? Why don't you know that it's going to break down? When an air conditioner breaks, someone usually has to come to your house, look at it, and then maybe go and get another part. Why can't they have a computer that's always attached to the air conditioner, always monitoring the air conditioner, so that they know exactly what part they need, and can tell you ahead of time, like, hey, it's getting noisier, it's starting to rattle, it's probably going to break in 2 weeks. Should we come fix it before you're stuck with no AC and it's 100 degrees outside? Right, those sort of very practical, real-world things that just get in the way of day-to-day life.
We had to get a new washing machine and dryer, and it's supposed to connect to the internet. It doesn't even connect to the internet.
Right, and this is what we hear over and over again, is that building devices right now is just simply too hard. Right, it's too hard to connect these devices in your house and in the real world to AI.